When Warren County needed a win last week to clinch a home playoff game, all they did was stomp Madison 40-3. So what would the Wildcats do in the playoffs on their home turf tonight? It was a windy night out there in Warren County. They had to call in some reinforcements to hold down the helmet, and out of the helmet came a playoff-ready Wildcat team taking on the 9th seed Parkview. Pick it up. First drive for Warren County. Austin Butler lets loose. Deep for Casey Stewart, who high points the catch, turns upfield, and he's off to the races. 80 yards on the third play of the game. Warren County was up 7-0. Parkview ball here, and Josh Newman makes a great play, knocking the ball free in the backfield, and Warren County recovers the fumble. So the next drive for the Wildcats, and Butler going to give it to his trusty back, Demetrius Yates, who gets upfield in a hurry, cuts to the outside, picks up a cool 20 yards before going out of bounds. Next play, and back to Yates they go. He gets 23 yards before being thrown into the end zone by his tackler, and the Wildcats manage 14 points on 3 offensive plays. That's pretty good efficiency. Parkview on third down on their next possession here. They go pitch to the outside. Ball carrier is quickly tracked down by Newman again. That forced this punt. Eventually it's going to hit the ground before taking a fast roll towards the returner, Yates. Back to return, but a scary moment. He initially muffs it, but falls back on it. It's knocked into his arms. The Wildcats retain possession. So fourth down on that drive, Warren County going for it, but the outside pressure gets to Austin Butler, and it's a turnover on downs. Parkview's first play on the next possession. Quarterback going deep to his big tight end, number 99, behind the coverage. By the time he's brought down, that's a 60-yard gain. Next play, they try a wide handoff, but the running back loses the ball in the exchange, and it shoots upfield into the waiting arms of Yates, who recovers the fumble. That drive went nowhere, though, and on Parkview's next drive, they finally knock it in as running back number 42 punches it in. They're right back in it. Warren County's lead down to 14-7. Ensuing drive for County. Butler facing pressure, trying to go deep for Stewart again, but the defender picks it off. Good position there. That led to this 27-yard field goal try by Parkview. The kick is up, and it's good. 14-10 Warren County. All right, late in the second half, the outside pressure going to get to Butler one more time, and as he's sacked, he fumbles backwards. Parkview scoops it up, and they have the ball inside Warren County territory. So with very little time on the clock, Parkview looking to change the game around. The quarterback evades pressure from Newman, breaks back to the right side, going to find his receiver in the flat. He makes a few man miss, cuts it back to the inside, and he goes down. End of the half, right? Everybody's walking off the field. You'll see it right here. But wait, the refs signaled to everyone that Parkview called timeout with 1 second left. So they're going to chuck up a Hail Mary and try to get on the board. Coach Talent wasn't pleased, but don't worry, he'll be pleased here in just a second. So here we go for real. This is the last play of the half. Quarterback facing pressure, guns it towards the end zone, and Stewart picks it off. Wide open interception at the 8-yard line, starts heading the other way, starts following his blocks, picks up a nice one right there from Jonte Rollins, cuts fully across field twice during this return. Quarterback has a chance at him there, but can't bring him down. Stewart, 92 yards for the score on the last play of the half. Warren County went into half on that amazing turn of events. Coach's celebration right there says it all. 21-10 at the break. When Skyline and Sharando met at the end of last season, the Northwestern District title was on the line. The Hawks aren't in that race this year, but they did hope to defend home field against the Warriors tonight. Senior night out in Front Royal at Skyline. All fall sports were recognized. The Hawks looking to upset the local rival Sharando Warriors. First drive for Skyline's where we pick it up, and Jarius Baltimore takes the snap. He's going to find his receiver just at the first down marker. A great sideline catch there. So on first down, Skyline looking to be aggressive against this Warriors D. Baltimore heaves it downfield, but he only finds a wide open Sharando defender. That's Rhett Morris, who's going to return the ball deep inside Skyline territory by the time he's brought down at the end of that play. Warriors ball now, and they're looking to make a statement with the power run game. George Aston takes the handoff and runs well past the sticks for a first down. They go to the hurry up, right back to Aston. Another nice gain up the middle. Wasting no time, they go right back to big number 10 again. Aston finally punches it in, and the Warriors go up 7-0. Next drive for the Hawks. They hand off inside to their running back, but met firmly in the hole by none other than Aston. That drive sputtered. Then on the Warriors' next possession, Reed Ensminger looking to pass, but takes off running in the opposite direction. Instead, a shoestring tackle brings him down just shy of the 10-yard line. Goal-to-go situation, and they give it to Aston again, who scores again. 14-0 before you can blink. Next drive for Sharando, and Ensminger looking to the right side, finds Adam Whitaker, who makes the first man miss. He makes his way to the Skyline 20-yard line before he's taken out of bounds. Lequan Johnson Jr. on the carry here, just outside the goal line, and Watch this. He breaks all kinds of tackles before diving across for 6. It's 21-0 Sherando at this point. Second quarter now. Skyline ball. Baltimore takes the snap, and he's going to do all the work himself on this play. Shaking tacklers, making a nice gain on the ground, but that's only the second first down of the game for Skyline. Another Hawks play here, and another keeper by Baltimore evades the rush, pump fake there, and makes something out of nothing, ends up picking up another Skyline first down. He's great at making something out of nothing. Baltimore putting his team on his shoulders on this drive and keeps it once more. It looks like Skyline, after this run, in a good position to finally put some points on the board, but forced to go for it on fourth down. Baltimore throws it. A great play by Isaiah Williams, breaking up the catch, returning the ball to the Warrior offense. Late in the second quarter here, Ensminger back to pass, throws a beauty deep downfield just over the outstretched fingertips of the defense. He finds Josh Ojo, who makes the catch in stride, and he's gone. Sherando showing some serious dominance in this game tonight. The Warriors move another step closer. For the past few years, Strasburg football has been a force, especially at home. The Rams went unbeaten at home last season, but still seeked home win number 1 of this season in Strasburg tonight as they hosted Madison County. The Rams at home, taking on visiting Madison County. The Rams were ready to get the offense going on this chilly night in Shenandoah County. First possession went to Madison, though. It's quarterback James Graves. He's rolling to his left, attempts to pass, but the Ram defense getting those paws up and knocking it down. Later on for the Mountaineers, this time Graves' pass is on the money, but his receiver Cole Smith can't haul it in. They would punt it over to the Rams. First play from scrimmage for the Rams, and the inside handoff goes for a nice gain. That's Colton Funk up the middle. The ball pops loose, but they maintain control. Later in this drive, it's a toss to Funk, and he explodes up the sideline, makes a cut, and gains a few more yards on a big run by number 33. That set up this play. A nice pass from Smoot to Justin Carr, who plows his way into the end zone. Nice first drive, and just like that, the Rams are on top 7-0. Ensuing kickoff, and it looks like it'll carry down the field, but just wouldn't stay in bounds. You see it go out there, so the Mountaineers start at the 35. First play after the kick, and Graves delivers a beautiful fade to speedy wideout Ashton Weekly. Makes the cut and scoots untouched down the sideline. We're tied up at 7. Next drive for Madison, and they go right back. Graves to Weekly for the nice game, but he was stopped well before he could find the end zone this time around. Later in the drive, Graves looks to pass, but almost stripped by Trenton Davis. Ruled an incomplete pass, though, so on the next play, it's Ryan Smoot in on the action, getting his mitts in for the swat. The Rams D fired up tonight. Listen to the collision on this play right here. Boom! Colton Funk tracks down the receiver for a minimal gain. Nice play on defense. Second quarter, Strasburg gets the ball back deep in their own territory. Mark Smoot to twin brother Ryan Smoot, who broke loose from the defense. Nice elusive move there and scoots down the sideline for another score. They went up 14-7. That was good for 78 yards. Rams defense back at it here. Graves looking to find a man downfield, but finds nobody but Trenton Davis, who brings him down. Loss of 7 on the sack. That forced this punt as Graves hangs it up, and it's going to be returned by Colton Funk. Check out some of these moves. He'd take it to the house for the score, but they called it back on a holding penalty. So the Rams looking to score here the old-fashioned way later in the drive. They stick to the ground on the inside fake. It's an end around to Colt Cowgill. He's going to pick up almost 30 yards by the time they push him out of bounds. A little later, 4th and goal, and it's Mark to Ryan again off play action. The Smoot-to-Smoot connection for another touchdown. This one for 1 yard out. The Rams were cooking. It's 21-7. Madison not done yet, though. Graves, another deep shot to Weekly, hauls it in for 35 yards. Now get this, it was Little League night. The Rams fans fired up in the end zone, trying to get the defense off the field on 4th and goal. Unfortunately for the Rams, the Mountaineers offense finally breaks through. It's Randall Byers on the carry, getting into the end zone for 6. And they went into the half with Strasburg ahead 21-14.
Sherando taking on Washington tonight. Coach Bill Hall and the Warriors facing a West Virginia team back-to-back weeks. This Patriots team put up 75 points last week. First possession of the game, things not going quite so smoothly for Washington. They started off with not 1, not 2, but 3 straight fumbles. But it's okay. They managed to recover each one. No harm, no foul. Sherando ball now. First handoff is not a fumble. Big gainer. Big George Aston rumbles through the line and down the far sideline for a 42-yard scamper. Next play, they go back to the well, handing off to Aston, and he's in for the score. Not so fast, though. The flag is thrown. Warriors back to replay the down. Reed Ensminger drops back to pass, delivers a nice ball that sets up the Warriors just outside the goal line. Sherando looking good, and then another handoff. inside to the power back, Aston. He's in for the score. Sharando on top, 7-0. Later in the first, Reed Ensminger bobbles the handoff. Fumble bug has struck the Warriors, and they've got to punt it away, ensuing possession for Washington. It's a designed run for the quarterback. He follows his blockers to the side, and he's gone 48 yards on this one. We're all tied up at 7 points apiece. Second quarter, next drive for Washington. This is going to be a nice play. Pass to the receiver. He's going to go 26 yards for the touchdown. The wideouts for Washington presented matchup problems early all over the place, but the Warriors, short point after attempt. Next drive for Sharando still in the second quarter. Ensminger on 3rd and long. Short pass to Brandon Litton, looking like Wes Welker on this. He's got some speed, goes up the side. Great gain for the Warriors. They're back in business. They go right back to Aston on the carry. He rips through the line for another touchdown. Sharando takes a 14-13 lead. Another possession here for the Warriors. They're forced to go for it on 4th down inside Pat's territory. Ensminger throws just past the sticks for Adam Whitaker. Takes a big hit, holds onto the ball. Maybe he could play for the Patriots. They sure could have used him last night. Later in the drive, 4th down again. Ensminger with another nice pass to pick up the first, but it's coming back. An illegal shift on the offensive line. We're coming back. Seconds left in the first half. Warriors hurry to the line. Reed Ensminger, he's forced to keep this, and he's going to take off looking to make something happen, but he's stopped well short of the end zone. That's how the first half ended. Warriors would hold on to this one, though. They'd hold on to win this one 28-21. Big.
It's about as pressure-packed as sports get. Lose, and your season's over. Win, and you've got a chance to make the playoffs. Strasburg face that exact scenario at home tonight against Central. Senior night at Rams Stadium, and that included the injured but not forgotten Jonathan Kloosterman. They've missed him this year. The Rams were fired up to host I-81 rivals, the Central Falcons. We're going to pick things up. In the first drive for Central, they hand off to Daniel Molina. Get used to that name. He's a force. He scampers up the middle for a nice gain. Big play early here, though. 4th down and long. Falcons go for it. Check out Trenton Davis bowling over his blocker to bring down the quarterback, Hayden Bowserman. Rams take over. First down, Strasburg. Give goes to Colton Funk, who bursts up the middle, pickup of 11 yards and a first down. Later in the drive, they go back to Funk, who makes a few defenders miss as he breaks toward the sideline, follows a block, and by the time he's pushed out, a 30-yard gain. Later in the drive, quarterback Mark Smoot dropping back to pass, and they set up the screen for Colton Funk, short over the middle. Shows a little bit of patience behind his blocks, and he has the Rams just 10 yards from the goal line, threatening early on. Smoot back to pass here, and he finds senior receiver Matthew Clutter, the back of the end zone, holds on to the ball. Nice play there. The Rams up 7-0 after the PAT. Falcons ball here, driving late in the second half. The handoff to Molina gets stuffed in the backfield by Zach McDonald. The Rams D came to play tonight. Second quarter, same drive. They go to Molina once again on the carry, and he stopped just short of the end zone. So they line up one more time, and they reward the big fella Molina with the carry. Scoots in untouched, and we were all tied up at 7 apiece. Next possession for the Rams, and they try to get the run going again, but Colton Funk was bottled up this time for a short loss that forces a Rams punt. Falcons back at it on offense as Bowserman tried to play fake, but it's sniffed out. Ryan Smoot working hard to bring Bowserman to the ground, forcing another change of possession. Key third down late in the half. Mark Smoot fires it to Tyreek Steed in the flat, but he just can't hang on, so that forces a punt. Colt Cowgill hangs it up nicely to allow his gunners to get downfield. The Falcons return man Tommy Kaysen, formerly of Strasburg, decides to catch it, and he's thrown down hard by former teammate Ryan Smoot. Bowserman with time here on that possession goes launch mode to his receiver Travis Cooper, makes the nice catch as he falls to the ground. Falcons in scoring position. Now they're literally 1 foot from the goal line in the waning moments of the first half, and Bowserman once more under center, once more going to Daniel Molina, who just manages to break the plane, and the Falcons would go into the half with the lead 14-7.